video is going to be like a get ready with me slash like more of the story, y'all. Apetamin almost took your girl out the game, so I'm gonna be doing my makeup and telling you guys what happened. So excuse my hair, you know I gotta keep the hair on fleek, but I'm gonna be doing my makeup and I'm gonna be telling you guys about this experience. Let me just add right now that this is not me telling you guys to, I mean, I am telling y'all not to take a pill, but you know, if it works for you, it works for you. But for those who are, you know, doing their research and trying to see, you know, what could the side effects be, you could die. That's so yeah. So today I'm going to be doing just like a simple look, and then like I said, I'm going to be just going in and telling you guys about what happened. So this started like last year, I want to say May. I can't remember the date exactly. I'll put it all in the description, y'all know. That's really not that important. It started last year, and basically, you know, if you don't know me, I'm skinny. I've always been skinny. I weigh probably like 108 right now. Skinny bones. So I'm like, you know, I want to try something to gain weight. I'm eating, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, nothing's working. Let me try something else. This is not. Oh yeah. So I'm like, I'm just trying to figure out, you know, what I can do other than, you know, everybody obviously saying eat cornbread, eat greens. Like, girl, I have been, that shit don't work. It doesn't work. So you know, I did my research. A friend of mine actually told me, you know, I know this girl, she's selling Apetamin, you should try that out. Usually, y'all, I literally will ask my mom if it's good for me to even take a fucking aspirin, let alone some damn drug that helps me gain weight. I don't know what, more of the story, I don't know what made me just up and decide to take this shit. Like, I didn't even ask my mom, like, you know, do you think, have you heard of this, you know, what's in this? Like, because usually I'm pretty much a hypochondriac. Like, I literally will freak out about anything. Boom, I link with the girl, you know, I hit her up on Instagram, like, boom, I need this, that, and the third. What do you recommend on how I take it or whatever? She's like, you know, just make sure that you got food around, basically, because it's going to make you hungry, and make sure, you know, you don't got to go to work and stuff because it's going to make you drowsy. I don't know why none of those things made me like double think this shit, but because looking back on it now, it's like it was just so many no's, and I just really just looked over it because I just wanted a little weight, like, and it wasn't about no butt, and it wasn't about no Instagram shit. I genuinely just wanted a little bit of weight, you feel me? Boom. So me and the girl link, she gets me the bottle, she lets me know how many doses to take. Let me tell you guys right now, if you are going to take it, like I said, do your own research, because she told me to take 15, to start with 10 and go up to 15. I myself started with 10 and then I went to 15 like on the second day, so maybe that played a part. I don't really know. Either way it go, that shit almost took me out. So the first day, I'm not gonna lie, I literally sat and looked at, and it's like I can remember this shit like yesterday. I literally sat and looked at the bottle on my dresser for a day straight, like, what the fuck is in this bottle that I had? Because I like I said, I did a little bit of research, but I guess I was only looking at the good shit because I wanted it to work so bad for me. So I'm literally like, you know, excuse my dirty ass mirror, but I'm literally like, you know, what is in this bottle that's just making these people gain weight like this? So I really was like, you know, in an up and down for like a good day. And then the second day, I was like, fuck it, I'm gonna take it, you know. So I just so happened to be in a hotel room, because if you guys don't know, I'm a makeup and hairstylist, and this was like around the time when COVID was first striking, so I wasn't able to work in my shop. So I was working from a hotel room. I was taking my clients from there. So I'm saying that to say I was in there by myself. Bitch, I was in there by myself. Now this part I can't remember. I want to say I took it one time in the morning and one time kind of like later in the day. I don't think I took it 3 times a day. I think I only took it twice a day or something like that. I can't remember. More of the story, you feel me? I'm taking, this is like day 2, day 3, one of them. I know I didn't go past 3 days taking this. I can tell y'all that much. So first of all, it had a nasty ass taste. Like, literally, if I even talk about this shit, I can start to taste it a little bit. Like, it's so weird, but it had a weird taste to it, you know. So boom, I'm taking my little dosages. It was making me mad sleepy. Like, I kept falling asleep, and I was feeling real groggy, and just like it really had me feeling like, you know, when you wake up from a weed coma and it's like mad woods in the air. It was like one of them type of groggies. Like, it felt like I was high all day and just kept getting high, but it wasn't like it just had me feel like a zombie. Like, you know, I tried to ignore it, you know, it did have me like mad hungry all the time. I was always craving something. And then the first thing I noticed was that my stomach was big, like swollen almost. Feel like it had me feeling full all the time. Even before I would get some food, it would have me feeling like my stomach, like, you know, when you eat a lot of food, it had me feeling like really full. So that was like the first thing. So this is like, I want to say day 2 on it. I'm in the room by myself. I'm smoking a blunt, and I think that maybe the blunt may have triggered like everything that I had going on, because it was just like, or I don't know, maybe this was just a day where that shit was like, oh bitch, here I come. You know, I'm smoking, and I did start to notice like I gained weight. Whoa. I gained weight like really fast. Like probably the first day I noticed my butt, like if you know your body and you're in tune with your body, you know when things are changing. So I noticed like I had a little jiggle to my ass, and at first it was cute. It was like, okay, you know, I'm getting a little weight. But then like I want to say day 3 is when all the symptoms start to happen. So I'm sitting on the like hotel bathroom or whatnot, and you feel me, so I'm like on the phone with my friend, and I can't remember what we were talking about, but I'm like rolling up, you know, I'm in the bathroom, you know, when you want to I'm gonna try to do a look inspired by this shirt I got on, so let's see how that goes. But anyways, you know, I'm on the phone with my friend, you know, we talking about whatever it is we talking about. I'm gonna put some concealer on my eyes, but back to the story. We talking about whatever we talking about, and I'm rolling up, and the first thing I noticed were tremors, and that's just when your hand be shaking like mad, well, whatever body part shakes involuntarily. That was the first thing I noticed, but I'm thinking like, nah, it just might be too high, you know, because I think actually, and this was a lot of mind things. It was a big mind thing as well, because now thinking back on it, girl, I hadn't even smoked yet. So it was like, here I am thinking, oh, I'm too high. How you too high? You ain't even smoked anything. Like, you know, but I was just really trying to not, but something in me was telling me like, it's the Apetamin. Like the minute I started shaking, I knew what it was, because it was just like, I'm really just trying to, you know, blow it off. You know, I'm on the phone with my friend, I'm laughing, I'm kikiing. But whole time in my head, I'm just knowing like something's not right. So I remember, like I said, I remember this shit like yesterday, y'all. I warm me up some crab legs, because first of all, let me tell y'all, that whole day I was knocked the fuck out. Like when I tell y'all, I of course I got up and did my clients, but after my clients, it just had me, it just felt like, and I could be doing something easy on the clients, like makeup, like something that literally doesn't take no strength, no core work, and it had me feeling so groggy and so tired and just so I felt like blah. So like I said, boom, I'm on the phone with my friend, I'm rolling up, I get the tremors. What the fuck? Soon after I get the tremors, it started feeling like I was walking on pins and needles. Like it dead ass just felt like I was walking on pins. So I'm really at this point, I'm trying to ignore what's going on, because it actually was, I mean, like, think about it, like you taking this new thing that you're really not supposed to be taking, and you getting all these weird ass symptoms, you know, it'll have you kind of out your body a little bit. Like you start to think like, what the fuck I just do, you know? I'm trying to ignore, you know, I'm steady just on the phone with my friend, you know, we just laughing, kikiing. And I don't know if you guys know this sound, I don't know if this sound is familiar with you all or not, but if you ever heard like your refrigerator like make that kind of rumbling noise, sort of like that weird, like I don't know how to like make the noise, it's just like a loud noise. I dead ass heard that in my head. So as the minute I heard like a moment like in my head, camera got cut off, but basically yeah, like I heard like a big mumming noise in my head. Don't worry about my eyes, I'm about to get it together. But yeah, I heard like a big mumming noise in my head, and after that, like I tried to go lay down, right? So I'll go and I lay down in a hotel bed, and I'm laying there, and you know, like the static that you see when the TV's not on, or maybe you got no like what is it, like service, I guess you could say, in the TV, like the little staticky looking stuff. I was hallucinating, and I was seeing the staticky shit in the pillow. Like, I remember staring in the pillow and looking dead at the shit. And I'm like, okay, maybe if I fall asleep, you know, it'll go away. But I couldn't go to sleep. Every time I closed my eyes, I was looking at little light fixtures. Like, I was seeing little swirly shits as if I was staring into the light. It was just too much. It was really genuinely too much. And that is when I knew. I hung up off, well, I had already hung up from my friend, but I called my mom and I'm telling her, like, you know, it's, mind y'all, it's like 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, 1 o'clock in the morning, one of them times. It's 0 o'clock in the morning, my nigga, like, time, sleeping hours. Like, if you gotta go to work, you sleep type. So my mom was like, you know, nobody told you to take that shit. If you know my mama, she's like, girl, like, you know, you really doing the most. Tell her, like, no, you gotta come fast, like, something's not right, something's wrong, you know. And by this point, the pins and needles thing, like, remember I told y'all felt like I was walking on pins and needles? It was getting worse. Like, I could see the veins in my feet. My hands felt like, I don't know, it felt like I was holding a hot potato and then letting it go, and then you know how you kind of feel that, like, that pulling. I don't know how to explain it. It was just like a pulling sensation when, as if I would spread my hands, it felt like they were gonna rip. Like, it felt like my hands were automatically like this, and it felt like they were ripping. Like, I don't know how to explain it. It was just terrible. So within that point of me calling my mom and telling her, you know, hurry up, you gotta get to me, I felt like it started to get worse, and it dead ass felt like, it just, the best way to explain it, y'all, it felt like my body was shutting down. Like, it felt like my insides were literally about to just be like, all right, we through, like, we done with this shit. By this point, I'm pacing the floor, I'm dead ass praying. Look, I'm literally praying to the Lord. I'm like, please, Jesus, just, you know, remove whatever's in my body that's not meant for me. Like, please don't. And y'all, like, on some real shit though, like, I don't know if y'all have ever came real close looking death in the face, but this was one of the moments. Like, you know, just all jokes aside, on some real shit, like, you kind of know when shit is getting too much. You feel me? Like, when it's too much and it's like really fucking with your mental state, and it's really got you feeling like, damn, like, I could really not be here right now. And, you know, looking back on it, you know, I was really probably overdosing, you know, just, the power of prayer is really just different, y'all. On some real, like, for real, like, because I feel like if I didn't sit and pace that room floor for them hours, and well, not even hours, because my mama dead ass got there in like 15 minutes, but it felt like hours for that first day. It felt like forever. Like, if I didn't sit there and talk to the Lord and really have him hear me out, I probably wouldn't even be here to make that video, because it was just like, it really was too much. It was too overwhelming. Mind you, my blood pressure's going up. I'm hallucinating. I'm shaking. I'm hearing shit in my head. Like, it was the worst. So the next day, you know, my mom gets there and she's just like, you know, what's going on? Da 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 da. I'm telling her, you know, she laid with me. She stayed with me the whole night. I was able to go to sleep. I don't know if it was like a mother's love type of thing, but I definitely was able to go to sleep. If she wasn't there, I probably would have stayed up all night praying, hoping that I could even wake up the next day, because that was another thing. I was scared to go to sleep because I felt like if I went to sleep, I probably wouldn't have woke back up type of thing. So I go to sleep and I'm praying that, you know, when I wake up, first of all, let me just add in, that first night all that happened, I threw that Apetamin shit away. Like, I didn't even give it another chance. I didn't say, oh, let me take a smaller dosage. Oh, maybe it was this. Oh, maybe it was that. Baby, I didn't question shit. Throw it away, because I never went through any of this before. Like, hallucinations and me staring at the light had me feeling like, I couldn't even tell y'all. It had me just feeling crazy. Like, it had me feeling so out my body and just like I was about to die. It really had me feeling like my body was like, girl, we out of here. So like I said, I'm thinking like me going to sleep and waking up, I'm gonna, you know, wake up normal. I'm not gonna wake up with no fucking the same shit I was going through or worse. So I had a friend come pick me up. We go, we smoke. I don't know what or how, but the weed, I mean, I know now because I ended up calling poison control, but at the time, I didn't know what the weed was doing or what was happening to me that was making that shit come back. So it was like, we was driving around and we was smoking or whatever. And I do remember though, I do remember saying like I didn't really want to smoke that much, you know. I just you're gonna hit it, you know, once or twice and I was gonna be alright. Straight fiend shit. So I'm like, you know, I'm just gonna hit it once and I'm gonna be alright. So I probably hit it more than once, knowing my ass. But and excuse my acne, y'all, it's about to be that time and I'm breaking out. It's looking terrible. But anywho, like I said, you know, I'm like, I'm gonna just smoke once or twice, yada yada yada. So we driving and it's like the street lights, like the, you know, green, red light, whatever, the street lights or traffic lights, street lights were making my head hurt. So I could like feel my body getting like tight. Like it was like almost like I was stuck like this. Like I remember looking at the light and that shit was like making my head like it was having me feeling crazy. So I'm like, I'm in my head like, okay, what the fuck is going on? Like, why do I feel so tense and so tight? And I'm trying to, in my head, I'm trying to tell my friend like, yo, something ain't right. Like, hurry up and get me back to the room with my mom. Like, something ain't right. Because my mom ended up staying at the hotel room with me. So I'm like, you know, I'm in my head wanting to tell him these things, but none of it is coming out. And as I'm realizing that I'm not saying nothing, I feel my body kind of like release. And I'm thinking like, what the fuck? You know, like what the fuck? And it was I went into convulsions. It was like a mini seizure. It made me mad sensitive to the light. And yeah, it was just, this shit was crazy. Like I literally sat there and had a mini fucking seizure in the car with my friend. And I didn't say nothing to him because I didn't want to be embarrassed. And it was just a friend, you know, it wasn't nothing like that. But you know, it was just embarrassing because it was like I really didn't know what was going on or what was happening to me at all. I just remember releasing my body, releasing my feet, releasing my hands. I remember my shoulders relaxed and everything was relaxed after, I guess, it was over with. I don't know. I get back home to my mom. He drops me off at the room. I literally run. I jet to the room. Like, I'm trying to hurry up and just get to my mama. I remember standing on the elevator like, God, just please let me get off this elevator because I really felt like I was about to die, y'all. Like, I didn't know what was going on with me. I didn't know how to handle that shit. You feel me? Like I never been through no shit like that before. So I don't know. I'm just like, give me to my mama. If this gonna be the end, let it be the end while I'm with my mom. I get upstairs with my mom and I'm letting her know, you know, something's wrong. Like I keep feeling like I'm shaking, and then I'm not remembering. Like like I said, y'all, I really couldn't explain to y'all what it felt like, or I just knew I was going into convulsions basically. So she's steady in her kind of like, well, nobody told you to take this shit. And I'm just like, okay, well, look, at this point it's took, but you know, what we gonna do from now? Like, what we about to do? Like, how you gonna help? Like, you just gonna say, like, you just gonna keep saying I should've never did it. But you know, my mom was worried, but she didn't want me to know that she was worried because me having the type of anxiety I have, y'all, if me seeing that she was scared of shit would have made me even more scared of shit. And now I probably fucked around and had an anxiety attack too on top of all of what's going on. Just too much going on. So that continues, and the side effects of the tremors and the little mini seizures kind of went away. The only thing that really stayed was when I smoked weed. It kind of had me feeling, I guess you could say, like out of my body. Like it just had me feeling weird and just it brought back that feeling of me being, when everything happened with the Apetamin, it brought that feeling back a lot. So after a week of me feeling like this, I'm like, okay, well, I gotta call somebody because I really didn't want to go to the doctor because it was a little embarrassing because it's like, girl, you done took some damn pills trying to gain some weight, you about to fucking kill yourself. I ended up calling Poison Control, and basically this shit is illegal as fuck. For one, that's for starters. It's very illegal. There's a drug which I'm gonna list on the screen once I find it, but there's a drug that's in there that is literally just like a recipe for disaster. Basically, that's pretty much what Poison Control told me too. Like, you know, well, this looks like a jam-packed bottle of vitamins and such, but there's also ingredients in here that just aren't meant for, you know, intake. And so with that, you know, I tried to, you know, and me, I'm a heavy weed smoker. So me, I'm like, you know, maybe the symptoms are gone. But it was just like every time I tried to hit a blunt, that shit came back. So I literally stopped smoking weed for probably like, I want to say a month or two. I stopped smoking weed, and I'm never going to take that shit again. And then I also noticed too, like, maybe like a day or two after I stopped taking it, I lost all the weight, and I gained the weight so fast. Like I instantly gained weight in like my stomach and my ass and in my thighs, and that was one thing that really kind of had me like shook on that. Cause I'm like, why the fuck am I gaining weight so quick? Like that's not normal to me. Like if it's, I mean, like it was just like a lot of questions, and yeah, it was crazy. And pretty much, you know, porch control really just told me like, you know, there's really not much to do but to try to detox, you know, detox my system, just, you know, try to get it out of my system, you know, basically pee it out, because that's all that can really be done. And so with that, I made apple cider and lemon and ginger root detox, and I did that for about I want to say 2 weeks max. I really, and it wasn't a matter of it wasn't working, it was just a matter of I was tired of doing that. Like it was just, even though it worked, it was just like, I'm over this shit. Like, I couldn't drink and I couldn't smoke. I really couldn't do nothing that would have me under the influence for a long time, because all it would do was bring back those symptoms. And, you know, who wants to feel like that just to get high or just to be drunk? You know, who wants to feel like that? So for a long time, I did not drink. I did not smoke. And you can ask my friends, they can vouch. Like, I would still go out and things like that. But as far as getting turned with y'all, I can't do it, sus. And that really had me just feeling like crazy, honestly. Like worst experience. It's crazy because, you know, I know some people who, you know, taking this product and are still taking it and are just fine, you know. So it's like, it's probably really does depend on your body. And that is why, you know, I say, I'm not on here to say don't take it or do take it, but be cautious. Like I said, that's pretty much it. If I didn't say it, I did take the syrup. And like I said, I was on it for about 3 days, and I took from 10 to 15 ml. So like I said, I'm not telling y'all to take it. I'm not telling y'all not to take it. I really am telling y'all to just stay the fuck away from that shit, just to even prevent, you know, any crazy shit from happening. Because like I said, you don't know really what's all in the bottle. You don't really know all of what you're really taking, all of what you're really putting in your body. There are several cases that you know, people insides have literally exploded. And if you've taken it before, you can notice that your stomach gets big. Like it's clear as day. Your stomach gets big, your stomach gets swollen. You can literally gain the weight within 1 or 2 days. Anything that can do something like that is really just unnatural and unhealthy. So just be mindful of what you put in your body, because you only get one body. And I would hate for that body to not be on this earth no more, because you're trying to get a little ass on you, follow Instagram. Or you like me, you're just a skinny chick and, you know, you just wanted a little weight and you about to die. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. I hope it helped you out with figuring out if you want to try this product or not. Be mindful, like I said, of who you're buying it from and where you're buying it, and really just when you're buying it, period, at all. Just really be mindful, because like I said, I really almost lost my life. You know, hallucinations, drowsiness, it's making you sleepy, it's making you eat mad times a day, more times than it's naturally, you know, than you would naturally eat. You feel me? Like you usually would eat 2 to 3 times a day. Taking that, since I was hungry all the time, I need noodles, I need cereal, I need Burger King, and then it's like you get weird ass cravings. And like I said, the hallucinations is really what did it for me. The tremors, and like I said, all of these things, all of these side effects are real. You can see it when you Google the product. It's tremors, hallucinations, drowsiness. Child, it's a slew number of things. I will leave a few links in the bio so that you guys can, you know, sightsee for yourself, or fact find for yourself, so that you don't have to just go from word of mouth from what I'm saying. But like I said, y'all, just really be mindful and careful of what you're taking into your body, because like I said, you only get one body. So I hope you guys enjoyed this look and this little quick story time. I know it wasn't too long, but like I said, I only took it for 2 days, and once I noticed that something wasn't going right with me, I threw it away. So if you notice that something isn't going right, if you're feeling funny, if you're not feeling like yourself, let that shit go. Like nothing is worth, it's just really not worth it. So like I said, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye.